Hi everyone, today I'm going to be showing you telling you some information or recommendations I recommend for this public speaking class. So for my first recommendation I have for you guys today would have to be eye contact. Eye contact is one of the most important things. Like, I still sometimes read off some scripts sometimes, but honestly that's just helped me focus on what I'm talking about or saying. But eye contact is one of the most important things in public speaking. I know sometimes it can be awkward having to stare at the camera for like a little while or having to talk to someone and keep eye contact. I'm a very antisocial person, so eye contact is very hard for me sometimes, but it really does help with your speech. Not only does it help, but it honestly helps you feel like you're more bonding with your audience. I don't know how to explain that. Like, it just makes me feel like I'm actually talking to you guys instead of just like looking around. Like, if I'm just looking around, how am I supposed to give out or have you guys trust what I'm saying if I look like I'm just looking around, not trusting what I'm saying in myself? So say you're doing like let's think, like a job interview. If you're talking to your interviewer and you just start wandering off, looking off when they're trying to ask you questions, that's just going to make them seem you're not interested in what they're telling you or interested in what the questions they're asking you, and they're most likely not going to want to keep you in that job, obviously. Okay, and then the second recommendation I have is to understand your audience. And no, I'm not saying, oh, let's ask some personal questions. Let's see what they like. What color do they like? Like, no, I'm not meaning like personal. Just like when you're talking and your oh my God, sorry. Your audience is talking to you, or how they're looking at you is what I'm meaning. So when you're talking and you want to understand your audience, when you say something, look at your audience and see, oh, how are they taking in this information? How do they feel about this information? Like, is this information worthy to them? Are they liking it? Are they taking it in? Like, do they even look entertained? So for this, you're going to want to do little pauses between each thing you're saying, because if I just talk quickly and be like, yeah, we're doing this, you're not gonna get to take in what I'm saying, and you're just gonna be like, oh, I don't know what she's saying. She's on a whole different topic than where we were before. I don't know what she's saying. Like, kind of like a teacher, like when you're writing your notes and a teacher randomly switches to the next slide or randomly just erases the board and you're not even able to finish your notes. It's the same thing. You're not able to intake the information they're spewing to you or like they're giving to you. It's just not a good factor if you're not actually understanding if your audience is enjoying it or not, or if they're even able to understand it. And then that leads me to practice. If you actually want to be good at like speaking to people, like, I'm still not completely good at speaking, honestly. I still have mistakes, and that's okay. Mistakes are honestly 100% okay. Everyone makes mistakes. That's how you learn to get better. But practicing is one of the best recommendations I have, because I made a lot of mistakes in my public speaking videos, in my outlines. I would make mishaps, and I was like, I would not add information that I was supposed to, and I didn't understand, and then I would get corrected on it, and I would redo it over and over and over again. So practice before you turn it in, so you can make like multiple videos and turn it in and see how it feels to you, and if you enjoy it, or have someone else watch over or read it and see, oh, does this entertain them? Will they like this? So honestly, practicing is really good, because it's annoying having to redo over and over and over again just because you don't practice your outline at first. And at first, I did not even practice, honestly. I was just like, okay, whatever. Give me this information, blah, 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 spew it out. And that's why I had to redo it over and over again, because I honestly did not practice, and I'm calling myself out for that. And the fourth recommendation I want to give you guys is to be yourself. And you're going to be like, that's so basic. Like, if you're talking to someone and you're just like, say I'm reading off a script. You're like, yeah, this. Does this look entertaining to you? Like, me sitting down looking at you like this. Does this seem entertaining? Like, no, it does not seem entertaining at all. You have to add character. You have to add flavor. You have to add movements, like anything. And I know I did a lot of movements in that time, so maybe not as much movements, because it can cause them to lose focus on what you're saying and more on your movements. But I'm just saying, being yourself is really, really good script. I mean, because like, yeah, a script is good to like know, and you can use it to memorize it, but add in your own character and flavor into it. Like, you see how I'm talking right now? I'm literally talking to you guys like I'm talking to someone, a friend or something. Because honestly, I feel like I would be more interested in talking to someone if they were like watching a video, if they were talking to me like this, kind of like a YouTube video. Like, it's just funner that way. And then that leads me to my last recommendation, and that is to listen to the feedback that your classmates and your teacher gives you. And I know this seems annoying because I used to get annoyed at it first because I was like, oh, why are they saying this to me? Blah, 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 blah. But honestly, it's kind of like, what's that word called? I'm not sure what it's called. I don't know what it's called, but it gives you something to learn off it. And I think this is like one of the other most important ones, because when you're speaking to someone and they tell you, oh, you need to work on this, that's them telling you that they did not enjoy one thing you did in the video. So that's like, oh, if they did not enjoy it, why am I doing it again? So might as well fix it, right? Like, what's the point of keep doing it over and over again if the audience itself is not liking it? Like, your classmates are your audience. Your teacher is the audience. So if they're not interested and they're telling you, oh, you need to fix this a little, take it, use it. They're not judging you. They're just telling you, oh, if you want to make it look better or feel better, more comfortable, then you should add this to it, or you should take this away, or you should fix this. Like, it's just giving you more of an understanding to your audience. Kind of like what I said earlier, when you understand your audience. When they give their feedback, it's just telling them like, oh, it's like them telling you, oh, you did really good on your speech. I just didn't really enjoy you doing this one thing. Like, it just draws more attention when when you listen to them, and then in the next video they watch it like, oh, they listened to my advice and now it looks way better. You're like, okay, that's perfect. I love it. Thank you. Like, it's just way better. So those are my top 5 recommendations for public speaking. Yeah, I think those are my top 5. Honestly, it's really easy class. You just have to be able to, even if you are socially awkward, because I'm a very socially awkward person, and I was able to do this class. So, good luck.